The man suddenly fell asleep after writing notes on his wrist. When he opened his eyes again, there was a maid standing in front of him. She then called him master and said that he had been struck by lightning before. But when he was confused, he wanted to speak but found that his voice had changed. He also looked strange in the mirror. His current experience once made him think that he must have died suddenly due to overwork. When the maid wanted to help scrub his body, she discovered that his arms had grown the same sacred marks as the god of medicine. Then he hurriedly knelt down and worshipped. Then he explained that it was a scar caused by a lightning strike, but the maid thought that the young master must have been struck by lightning and became a fool. After being introduced by the maid, he was an aristocrat of the empire. His family had been pharmacists for generations. His father was the dean of the Imperial Academy of Pharmacy. Everyone in the family had a special magical skill. He asked if he could also have this magical skill, but the maid was horrified and said that such an important skill would not be forgotten. Then he asked what would happen if he forgot. The maid said that he would be kicked out of the family. How could he accept it? So he recalled the maid's suggestion that he could change water, and then thought about the molecular structure of water in his mind. At this time, the holy pattern on his arm glowed blue, and 2 water pillars appeared out of thin air on his hands. Soon it was time to eat. Looking at this happy family, he decided to live in this place. Today was class time, and the teacher was his grandfather's disciple. He then told the teacher that his memory was somewhat confused after being struck by lightning, and the teacher helped him review his skills. When it came time to practice casting spells, the teacher found that he did not bring a spellcasting weapon, so she had to pull out her weapon and demonstrate it to him. After she recited the spell, a small water column shot straight into the sky. He was just meditating in his mind when suddenly a huge water column shot straight into the sky. The teacher who saw this was shocked, and then the teacher tested the remaining amount of his mana. Unexpectedly, he not only had both positive and negative attributes, but his energy value exceeded the upper limit. This scared the teacher so much that he dropped his glasses, and then the teacher said not to tell anyone about it. The teacher who was scared to lose his glasses couldn't even see clearly, so he had to pull the teacher back. At this time, he suddenly thought that he could restore his vision through the gaps between his fingers. When the teacher was learning to do it, he was surprised to find that he could see something strange about the teacher. After asking the teacher, he learned that bad areas of the body will emit blue light, and if the cause is diagnosed, they will emit white light. This ability is called the divine eye by the teacher and is only possessed by the god of medicine. At this moment, the teacher was even more horrified to find that there was no shadow of him in the sun.